Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Perry Tinsley here, about to review I don't know if it's compare or review of the Insanity Asylum 2 back workout. It's called Back and Six Pack. And so, I was really wondering what that program would be like as compared to the Back to Core workout that's in the very first Asylum. So I was really wondering, what is it going to be like doing the this Back and Six Pack? Because that intrigued me, because now I'm like, okay, Back and Six Pack, it's probably going to be working a lot of that back core stuff, but the six pack stuff, you're definitely going to engage the front. And so that's exactly what it is. Now, when I put the workout in, I was pleasantly surprised to see it was only 37 minutes. 40 to 45 minutes is kind of my little mental, my mental time frame, for a workout. Getting in there, it was just a nice balance of just doing back moves and then some ab moves. And so, starting off, you've got some warm-ups using it. It has you using the jump rope, but it really isn't all that much. You aren't even doing the jump rope. You're using it to hold out and then doing these little jumping jack type of things, kind of just engaging the lats and the back and the arms as you're going, and, boosting up the cardio. And then you do a little warm-up with your abs and stuff like that. And then you get in it. You're doing some pull-ups. I'm going to tell you a little bit about pull-ups in a second. You're doing some pull-ups, and then you are in a wide variety of pull-ups. And then you go over and you'll do some sort of ab move. Now, a lot of times Shaun T uses what they call the C-sit position, where you're just kind of sitting on the floor on your butt. But then you engage your core by lifting up and either putting your arms up or pulsing up your legs, your knees a little bit, or doing these little, almost like a little bicycle move, and then holding yourself in more like one of those little Pilates type of moves. So right out of the gate, you're doing that. And because it's been a while since I've done a lot of these type of workouts, I find myself just trembling as I'm trying to engage my core. Let me get back to the first series. You're doing a wide variety of pull-ups, and then you're coming over and kind of getting into a plank and doing like ski abs or the suicide jumps, familiar stuff that you may have seen in Insanity. And then mountain climbers. And then in the second series of moves, you're actually you're doing a lot of side plank type of moves. And there's one move in there that you shoot out your leg and you're holding up a dumbbell and then lifting it down and doing some side moves there. I know I'm not doing the justice showing you here, but you're really engaging that. And then probably the toughest move, at least for me, was this little pulse-up move. If you've done Insanity Asylum, laying on, or even Tony Horton, any of the P90X workouts, the Superman move, where you're sitting on, you're laying on your stomach and holding your arms up and your legs up. Well, Shaun T has you doing pulses that way. But the difference is the pulse is you do a series of them. You start with two pulses and you hold this weight out in front of you, and you're lifting this weight as you're lifting your legs, and you pulse for 2, and then you go up into a plank and do a couple of very slow mountain climbers for 2, and then you do a series of 4, and then a series of 6, 8, 10, all the way up to 16. Getting up to 10 doesn't seem like much, with 5-pound weight, but then all of a sudden, whoa, it's kicking in, and that 5-pound weight gets really heavy to try and pulse up, and you kind of get a little sloppy trying to keep up with this count. So that's kind of a challenging move there. There is one where you use some stretchy bands. You're holding yourself in a Superman move by holding stretchy band out there, and then you put stretchy bands also on your legs, and so your legs go out as well. A little challenge. It definitely engages the glutes there. And then the last set, you do a series of different pull-ups with some ab engagement there. You may hold yourself up and then on a pull-up and then lift your legs straight out. There is an alternative move. You don't have to do pull-ups in this one. Shaun T shows you how to do kind of like some rows or back fly type of things using dumbbells. So there were a lot of people that were doing that one. I just haven't done that version, but that was really cool to see. So Shaun T will say, if you're using the dumbbells, here's the move you're going to do. And if you're using a pull-up bar, here's the move you're going to do. And so then you do that series, that exercise with the pull-ups, and then you go over to the floor and do a move with where I forget, it's like a 5-count ab routine where you're doing 5 moves and you're sitting on your butt, and for a while there, you're just kind of just sitting in just with your arms up, and then you lift one leg up, and then the second leg up, all for a count of 5. And then you hold, not only your legs up, but your arms up, and then you get done and you slowly lower your feet down for a count of 5 till it hits the ground. Then you do another series, and then another series. So you do 3 of those. Then back to another pull-up, then another set of those abs. The thing with the abs, and I was like, oh man, I got this. I own this. And I think Shaun T did that move with us when we worked out with him live at the Beachbody Coach Summit. So we're all, I'm fired up. I own this, right? The very last move, after you're done with that last one, you figure, and he goes, okay, as you're lowering your legs, you get down to about 6 inches, he goes, hold it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and you've got to hold it. And then for 30 seconds, he makes you do flutter kicks. Perry's counting like to 8, and then he rests 5, and then another 8. It was crazy. I know I'll get better at it, but that one, you just know it's coming. You're like, oh my gosh. But I love this workout. I really love it. I'm doing this once a week, and just absolutely having a blast with it. Now, the very first time I did this workout, because I hadn't done pull-ups in a while, you may have seen me talk about this thing. This little gadget, this little gizmo. If you don't have one of these and you want to get good at pull-ups, man, woman, whoever, this is such a cool thing. It's a stretchy band. They call it a pull-up assist. And there's a little, like a stirrup to put your foot in. And then this part snaps over. So it kind of, it'll, you won't be able to see it all in there, but basically you just snap it over the top of this bar, and then there's a way to adjust the tension with it. And all you do is when you're about ready to do your pull-up, you just put your foot in there and go and grab, and then you're taking the pressure off. You're still working your back, but it's not your full body weight on there. And so that's where you can really vary the tension that you have there to do and engage your back and actually work yourself up to unassisted pull-ups. A lot of times, I used to use a chair, but a lot of times, if I had this thing, it would have been awesome. I'll do like 2 or 3 unassisted, and then I'll snap that thing on and then finish the rest, bang out the rest. So a must buy. It really works well on not only your back but your lats and everything there. Sometimes the arms too. So back and 6-pack. I'm a big fan of this one. I'm a big fan of back to core too. That was one of my favorite Asylum workouts. But comparing one over the other, they both do some amazing things. I won't put one over the other because there are some moves in there that are just like must-dos. As a matter of fact, when I got done with Asylum, my back definition was the best that it's ever been with any program. I couldn't believe it. It may have been some blend of some of the other workouts. So doing Asylum 2, who knows, may be that way too. But wanted to share that with you, that little assessment, and review it and just share my take on it. So I welcome your comments below and to see what your take is on that. If you're going to try Asylum, if you've already got Asylum too. Just, we'll just have a little discussion. And if you don't have Asylum, you know where to get it, and we can have that little connection there. Friend me on Facebook. I'll see you around. Remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.